I hope your day is going great. It's a little bit cold and rainy. I'm thinking about my poor wife out there. She drives a school bus for handicapped kids, and today outside, if you look around here in the back, it's actually rainy, and it's about 40-something degrees. So that's not the most helpful weather to go out and do wheelchairs with handicapped kids in the 40-degree rain. Hey, Tina, so great to see you. Fred, you're up and at 'em. Good to see you. Fantastic to see everybody coming in this morning. I'm excited. It's been a busy weekend. Everybody have a great Mother's Day. Did you celebrate your mothers? Everybody's got one, you know. For good, bad, or indifferent, we all have mothers. Hey, Kay Rice, how are you? Fantastic to see everybody this morning. I'm so excited about everything that's going on. I did go out and celebrate a little bit with family and get a chance to spend some time with the mother of my children. And she went out and spent some time with my daughter and granddaughter. They had a great breakfast in the morning, so that was nice. But I did also have deep on my list all the things I needed to get ready for the crowdfunding campaign to kick off everything for the Impact Factor movie. And I knew that it was going to be tough to get it done with everything that was going on. And I'm really happy to say that I managed to have some really fruitful time on Sunday afternoon and got everything uploaded to Kickstarter. So we got the videos up, we got the trailer up, we got all the supporting materials up to tell you about who's involved and what they're doing and where we want to spend the money and how it's going to go and all that kind of stuff. And then we have to submit it to Kickstarter. So we did kick off the application request, approval request, and we got that going. Of course, they were probably taken off for Mother's Day. So they say that it will be a maximum of 3 business days, which should mean that I should know by Thursday, but hopefully I'll know sooner than that. So it's the lull before the storm, and I'm going to take a sip of my investor schooling coffee. Hopefully every once in a while you will have a lull in your storm, because so many times we get caught up in everything that's going on and we don't have time to sit and reflect on all the amazing people and all the amazing things that we have going on in our lives that really lift us up and enable us to get through the busy times. Now, this lull isn't going to last very long. And as a matter of fact, there are many things I need to get done. And I know that when the Kickstarter campaign goes live, I'm going to have to be really ramping up my activities. Now, it's hard for me to believe that I'll be able to do more than I'm doing right now. But somehow I'm going to have to make it happen, because this is a crucial time. We've selected an end date. We have a very limited time to get this all done. And Kickstarter is an all or nothing campaign, So that means if we're $1 under the goal, we get nothing. As a matter of fact, you know, Kickstarter doesn't charge the credit cards until after the campaign has been completely funded and ended. And that can have disastrous results. The reason that can have disastrous results is because sometimes people's credit cards don't go through, or other problems come up in the meantime, and for one reason or another, the funds that have been pledged or planned or actually committed to don't get collected. And that means that if you're just sitting right at your goal, you can actually you can in fact lose everything, just because although somebody already pledged and you went over the goal, somehow, something happened, and when the credit card went through, that thing didn't go through, and then you're below the goal, and then suddenly you don't get the money anymore. So we don't want that to happen. We've got to have a concentrated effort to go full blast. Now, one of the keys of going full blast on this thing is to to get as many contributions as we can possibly get in the first day or two of the campaign, hopefully on the first day, so that we launch with a bang, so that Kickstarter wakes up and takes notice and says, hey, here's a campaign with lots of things going on, lots of excitement, lots of good stuff happening. Maybe we should highlight this in our exciting new projects, or maybe we should feature this, or maybe we should email all of our subscribers and let people know that something is happening here on Kickstarter, and people may want to get involved. So that gets us out beyond the initial core of friends and family, which you all are definitely friends and family, the best of the best. So the people who have been showing up every morning to get the latest updates and stuff like that, you're part of my core team that really, really makes a difference. And we've got 350 people that are already committed to be on our social media team to help spread the word during this time. That's really, really important. 350 people, there's links up there in the notes. But if you're not on the social media team, you definitely want to get involved, because right here in the next few days is when we're going to kick everything off. If you've actually pledged, you'll be getting a link really, really soon as they approve us and we kick this thing off to fulfill on your pledge. So you go there and you pick out the incentives that you like, and you make your contribution towards the Impact Factor movie, and we're off to the races. Now, another thing I'm really wanting to do, and maybe some of you folks can help me with, is that I want to get on as many podcasts, as many radio shows, as many interviews as I can possibly do over the next 30 or so days, so that we can build momentum for this, because podcasts are a great way to be able to reach people that are outside of our usual circle of friends. So if you run a podcast, if you know of a podcast, a favorite podcast, why not just contact them and say, hey, how would you like to interview Ken McArthur or Jeremiah? We'll get Jeremiah out there on the circuit here too, so we can double team them, or people from our team that would like to participate in getting the publicity out around this, so that we can get the momentum. Because what we want to do is, statistics tell us that we can multiply all those early pledges into like 3 times what they actually came in at. So we got pre-pledges all the way up to $16,000 so far. So that's people who have committed to actually contribute on the first few days. And that means that we're hopeful that we could raise as much as 3 times that. So we want to multiply that. So thank you so much for all of your support. I know the people on this broadcast right now that I see sitting out there are some of our greatest supporters and contributors to the crowdfunding campaign in the pledge drive that we put out before. I really, really appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. It makes a huge difference, because we're going to multiply exactly what you put into it, and we're going to make it even bigger. So this is just the start. Anything that we can do to share on social media when the crowdfunding campaign goes live, I'll have a link to send out. You can share it on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or whatever media that you use. And we're going to be hopefully really leveraging the social media team to be able to get things out. And we've got some daily stuff coming up too. So we've got some special incentives that'll only be available probably for a day or so. Things like month-long coaching packages with some of the impact faculty that we've had over the years. these are incredible people. If you can get a mentoring package with one of these folks, and you get it just by contributing to the Impact Factor movie. We have a special incentive program that's designed just for that. So we'll be putting them out one at a time to build up that immediacy. Well, you can publicize those kinds of things. You can publicize when I'm going to be on a podcast, or Jeremiah is going to be on a podcast, or we can do all kinds of things to get the word out. You can share pictures that we'll be putting out. You can share the trailer as soon as we get it out too. So those are all things you can share. You can share Hawthorne Emil's story that kind of inspired this. I have a full interview with Hawthorne that you'll be able to share. So there's lots of things. We have a fun video that we want you to share, which is all about a bunch of fun people saying the impact factor, just to spread the word, just to get people into motion. Maybe you can do a video about somebody that's had a big impact in your life and then tie it into the Impact Factor movie, because this movie is all about how we all make a difference whether we want to or not, and how small actions make the biggest difference, and how we can leverage art, science, and technology, just like we're doing with the Impact Factor movie, to have that impact be so much bigger and better. You can also let people know if they have organizations, businesses that are within the Philadelphia area, for instance. We're doing some product integration into the movie. So we have, for instance, scenes in a restaurant, and maybe there's a restaurant that's downtown Philadelphia that would like to get some more publicity and be shown as part of being in the movie. Have your restaurant in the movie. That's the kind of thing that we can make available in return for sponsorship fees, which help to finance the movie and make it bigger and better. And so we're excited about those opportunities. We also have some terrific opportunities for nonprofit organizations to help raise funding and awareness, because central throughout this message is a nonprofit organization in the script itself. So it plays a big role in the script, and perhaps we can partner with a nonprofit organization in the Philadelphia area to make that happen, and maybe they can get that word out to the people that are part of their nonprofit organization, and we can help build awareness for what they're doing in the community to make the world a better place. So that's lots of excitement going on too. Of course, at the same time, I've got to prepare for production, because we're casting right now. You can get information if you want to be in the movie at impactfactormovie.com/casting. And we've got great people already committed to be in the film, and we've got lots and lots of roles. There are over 60 roles in this film, if you can imagine that. And that doesn't even include extras and things like that. So if you want to get involved in the movie, if you want to be in the movie, you can go to impactfactormovie.com/casting and find out exactly, what the script's like and who the characters are, and maybe if you want to audition for a role in the movie. So that's something that we're working on right now. I also have to find locations. I have to do complete script breakdowns and scheduling and all of those kinds of tasks that are just going to be monumental. But I have to also make this all happen quickly, because we're going to start shooting in July, and July is not that far away. So initial scenes at least will be filmed in July, more filming in August, September, October, and hopefully we'll be wrapped by November time frame at the latest, and we'll be able to get all that film in the can. But lots has to happen before then. It's not a simple task. It's not easy. And although this seems like it's the lull before the storm, there's really all kinds of activity going on behind the scenes to make this amazing stuff happen. So it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of people. It takes a lot of resources to put on a project like this. And at some point, everybody wants to give up, but we can't give up because this project I've been working on for 4 years now, and we're just right there before the storm explodes all over everywhere. And so I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I thank you for your participation in this. We've got a lot going on even beyond the movie. So on June the 5th, we're doing a mastermind at the Impact School of Marketing. If you want to come down here and spend time with some amazing people, I've got some incredible people that are coming to this mastermind, and you would want to be a part of these people. You would want to work with these people. You'd want to share your project and get new ideas. The people who come to these events are just blown away by the tremendous impact that we have working together, and just the experience of being with high quality people really makes a huge impact on all of our projects. So we can do so much more working together than we can apart. That's an opportunity to do that. Now, this is part of a package that our Impact School of Marketing students get on a 6-month-long program of classroom instruction plus masterminding. And at this point, I'm even giving some mentoring for those people who are in the school. How much longer that'll be able to go on, I'm not sure, because it's going to be getting really tight on time. But I love mentoring. I love working with people that are doing exciting things, and I want to be able to help as many people as I possibly can. So we're going to do that as long as we can. So if you're not a member, though, you can still come to the mastermind. It's only $97 for non-members, and you can come and get a kind of a taste of what's going on at the Impact School of Marketing. We'll let you come in and just spend the day with us. It's all day from 9 to 5, and then in the evening you can stick around and attend a special class that we've got going. I've got a special guest instructor I'm going to be announcing really soon about some hardcore materials that people who want to get their ideas, products, and services out to millions of people really want to know. So if you're an artist, or if you're an expert, if you're a speaker, if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're running a nonprofit organization, anybody that wants to get your ideas, products, or services out to millions of people, small entrepreneurs, this is a great opportunity for you to get some quality instruction. Stephen Mark, so great to see you today. It's a fantastic day. It's rainy, it's cold, but we're going out there to have a lot of impact. So we've been talking about the Impact Factor movie, the fact that it's a lull before the storm, although outside it seems like the storm is already here. It's raining and 40-something degrees, but that's not the real storm. The real storm is in the impact that we make working together using art, science, and technology to really impact the world in a positive way. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what's going down. So just to recap what I was talking about, well, I should mention one more thing, which is investor schooling. If you're interested in stock option trading and real estate investment, Larry Steinhaus and Phil Falcone are offering some quality instruction and working with people who are interested in those topics. They've got a free class that you can attend as my personal guest. Just come down and see what it's like. If you're interested in those topics, go to investorschooling.com. So let me just recap a little bit about what I was talking about. Over the weekend, I managed to get everything pulled together for the Kickstarter campaign. Now we have $16,000 pre-pledged. That's supposed to come in the first couple of days of the crowdfunding campaign. Let's hope that everybody can make their obligations and make this happen, because if we do, we'll get a real punch of activity and we'll get our campaign exposed to lots more people because we're building the momentum. So this is the lull before the storm. Here in the next couple of days, we've submitted everything to Kickstarter, all of the trailers up there, the pitch videos up there, the information about who's involved in the project and when and what's going to happen, and everything that's going on is already up there, and our campaign is put together. and all we need to do is to get the approval from Kickstarter, and then we'll be kicking that thing off really, really quickly. So if you pledged already, then definitely be ready with your credit card and take a look at the incentives. As soon as it launches, we'll be getting that link out to you. If you haven't pledged already, I'd love to get your pledge in advance, because all of the pledges that come in now get multiplied because all that momentum happens on the first day of crowdfunding. So you can take a look at all the incentives that we've got planned for you at impactfactormovie.com/crowdfunding. And take a look down there, see what you might be interested in. We've got some amazing perks that are available for people, everything from $1 to $15,000. Although a little inside tip for you folks that kept listening till now, looks like Kickstarter has a maximum of $10,000 on pledges. We had planned to have a $15,000 perk that was my Impact Platinum Mastermind, but because Kickstarter has a limit of $15,000, we couldn't do that. So the choice was basically throw that perk out or lower it to $10,000. So we've lowered it to $10,000 for this campaign. I haven't told anybody but you yet. So you're the first one to know. That's a fantastic group. We meet 3 times a year. My highest level mastermind. We spend 2 days at a time together and just create some incredible impact with the best of the best. So I love being part of that group. And if you want to be part of that group, you can get in as a member just by taking advantage of that incentive in the crowdfunding campaign, down from $15,000 down to 10. So not everybody can afford $10,000. I know it's a tough world out there, and I know everybody's got their own challenges. But guess what? Anybody could afford $1, and the truth is we have great incentives all the way from $1. And what does $1 do? What it does is it involves you as part of the Impact Factor family. It shows me how much you support this project, and it's less than a cup of coffee these days, folks. So if you can pledge $1, it warms my heart, makes a difference, it encourages people, and it also does something real to the crowdfunding campaign, because if you'll notice at the top of crowdfunding campaigns, it tells you how many backers you have. The more backers that we have, the more enthusiasm there is, and the more perceived value there is in a project. So if we have 1,000 backers on there, it makes a huge difference. And maybe most of those people only could contribute $1, but that shows that people really want this to happen. And if you can help us make it happen, that's a tremendous thing. So get involved. If you want to be cast in the movie, you can go to impactfactormovie.com/casting. If you want to pledge, definitely go to impactfactormovie.com/crowdfunding, and then just send me a personal message. You don't have to take out your checkbook yet, but it'll be coming soon in the next few days. We'll be launching the live campaign, and you can be there with us while we do that. And then don't forget the Impact School of Marketing coming up on June the 5th. A full day of incredible stuff. You can get information on that at impactschoolofmarketing.com. And you can find out about the mastermind that we're doing on that day at Impact Factor School of, I got it all mixed up now. impactschoolofmarketing.com/one day. All one word, all spelled out, one day. And if you can't find it, just go to Impact Factor School of Marketing. There's a link for the one-day mastermind, one-day intensive mastermind. So definitely get involved in that if you possibly can. And if you're interested in stock options or real estate investment, go to Investor Schooling and come down and see me and visit with me a little bit. I'd love to see you. I'd like to meet you in person and get a chance to spend some time together. It's going to be a busy week. It's the lull before the storm, but get ready because we're off for a heck of a ride. All right. Have a great day.